If by some chance, some stroke of luck, or some act of God, you have stumbled upon this broadcast, you are listening to the Chivalry Chronicles with your host, Dr. DLH.
I'm a damn doctor.
David.
We're going to bring the
refuse
tea to not drink during the podcast.
Yeah.
And me, Jaime.
They need to make podcast equipment a lot more expensive to get some of these clowns off the air.
Gather around as we discuss a modern, manly approach to chivalry. So I hope you're ready, because I know we are. So let's get into it. Yeah, we're back. And today we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat. And basically I'm sitting here with Joaquin, who plays Mortal Kombat quite often. And then we brought somewhat of an expert. Is that what you would say, Leo? An expert on Mortal Kombat? Or
No.
we're not going to do that?
No, we're not doing the word self-proclaimed anything. We're just it's okay to just know a little bit about stuff.
It's okay to
It's
just
not be. You can dabble.
So, well, we've been playing Mortal Kombat as a family for about, I don't know, since 1992, since it came out. It was a game that we played. We would go to the local grocery store with our little roll of quarters. And back in the day, you know, there was a line to play this game, right? So whoever played the game would remain playing the game. And then you would walk up with your little quarters and put them saying, I got next. And then usually there was one person that just beat everybody. And, you know, you just kind of went through the training. I guess we'll call it training, right? You just get your ass whooped up a lot. But the game came out in 92. Before that, I don't think you had, you had Street Fighter, but you didn't have something like this. It was a little bit different. And of course, we played it throughout high school, off into college. And then now we're kind of passing that gift on to my kid, right? And my sister's son, and, you know, all our nephews. So Joaquin got introduced to, Joaquin is here. So introduce yourself, sir.
What's up, y'all? I'm Joaquin. Nice to meet y'all.
And then we have Lel, who played Mortal Kombat with us forever. So I was talking to Joaquin, and I said, hey, you know, you wanna talk about Mortal Kombat on the podcast? And he's like, yeah. So let's discuss your first introduction, Joaquin. Well, yours, Lel, your first introduction to Mortal Kombat, when you started playing it, and then we'll go to Joaquin. So go ahead. Lel.
I think I'm pretty sure we saw Mortal Kombat 1 in arcade.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And, you know, that blew up because of the, you know, obviously fatalities, right? And it's different from Street Fighter. I was still a Street Fighter person, you know. If you made me pick, I'd pick Street Fighter. But Mortal Kombat was something you never seen before, blood and all that stuff.
Right.
And then it finally came to home consoles, and that's where really we got into it on Sega, Genesis, and Super Nintendo.
Right. And what were the differences? Do you remember the differences between Super Nintendo and Sega?
Well, Super Nintendo had better graphics.
Right.
But if I'm not mistaken, that Mortal Kombat one on Mortal Kombat game Super Nintendo didn't have blood or fatalities. I could be tripping.
Well, you had to unlock them, I think. Remember, you had to.
I remember.
Yeah, you had to punch in a code to get all that.
Yeah, you had to punch in the code before, and then you get the blood. You're right. That's
right.
what it was.
Yeah. And then the Sega Genesis was like faster, like so much faster than Super Nintendo.
Right, because Hector, our cousin that lived down the street, he had a Super Nintendo and he had Mortal Kombat. We had the Genesis.
Right.
And Mortal Kombat on there, I think. I don't remember if you had to do the code thing with both of them. But Mortal Kombat 1 was kind of like, get your feet wet. This is a new thing. Figure that out. And then Mortal Kombat 2 is when it really blew up for me. Mortal Kombat 2 and Mortal Kombat 3, and it was over. That was all the arcades. the freaking movie theater, the grocery store, the literal arcade inside a Townies Mall. It was called Tilt,
Yes.
right?
Right.
And then, so that's all we did on the weekends. Let's go play Mortal Kombat, which is for a concept now. Who goes out to play video games?
Yeah, we didn't even go to the movies. We go to the
Play Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, that's all you do. Play Mortal Kombat. And back in the day, they had it at malls. They had like one. They would rent out the space, and it would have nothing but video games in it. And I don't even know if they have that anymore. I can't think of. I know on one of Joaquin's parties, there was a truck that showed up at the front of the house, and they had a bunch of games. And so the kids were all, pick whatever game.
Yeah, they have like novelty bars now and stuff like that. Or like Dave and Buster's will have how many video games do they have anymore?
Right, Dave and Buster's. That's right. All right, Joaquin, when did you get introduced to Mortal Kombat? Do you remember which version?
I remember playing Xbox, like the 360.
Okay.
And then I think you got me the Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
Okay.
So that's when I started playing. And then we slowly bumped up to X.
X. And then when do you feel like you got a handle on it? Like, okay, I can hold my own against better opponents.
Probably an X.
Yeah.
Because playing Marvel DC, like, it was kind of easy. Like they would take it easy on you.
Yeah.
Rather than playing against y'all, like an X. Then I started thinking that I could hold my own.
So do you remember your training that Mr. Asim gave you? What do you remember? Yeah, what do you remember most about that?
He taught me really how to use the joystick rather than the buttons or like the arrows, because it was faster.
Yeah.
And that's what I do now. I use the joysticks rather than the arrows.
Right. Yeah. Funny story, right? When I pledged our fraternity, one of the first meetings is like we went to this park, and that's when you're basically rushing. Rushing is what you do before you pledge. You go meet the guys, and then you get a bid. But anyway, they took all these. I guess they took a TV or something, and they set it up to play Mortal Kombat and a couple of other games. But so when I showed up, it was Mr. Asim, right? It was Stan Bertrand, which you met Dan, his brother, and it was Ron Harrell, which you met Ron at the Rangers game.
Right.
And I was like, oh man, this is my wheelhouse, right? This is what we've been doing. Like, basically at that point, this was 94. It was a couple of years. It was like 2-3 years that we'd been playing this. And I remember playing Stan, and I would use Katana at the time. This was Mortal Kombat 2. And you know how you get him in a corner, you do the levitation, you throw the fans, and then you uppercut them. Basically, it's like a makeshift combo. And they were like, "Oh damn!" Because Asim and Stan were like the Mortal Kombat gurus of that, of OD5. And so when you come in,
fighting games in general, too, right?
And so when you come in and you got something, they're like, "Oh, okay, all right, I ain't gonna mess around with y'all." But I remember playing that game. It was just that was the first time I met those guys, and the fact that it was over Mortal Kombat, it was kind of cool. But anyway, so now that we know which one you started playing, is there specific characters, or do we want to go into a little bit of history of Mortal Kombat, or do you want to just get into it because it's Joaquin's podcast? What do you want to do, Joaquin? Just get into your best characters, your favorite characters.
We couldn't go wrong with that.
All right, so tell us your favorite characters. Which ones do you like using, and which ones do you feel you're the best at
Of all time?
Well, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Well, recently I've been playing with Kung Lao.
Okay.
Yeah,
we went old school. Okay.
Yeah. I've been playing with Kung Lao because you can get up close and then still be good with range. Like, he could throw the hat, and then within one, he uppercuts you, and you're just standing there for a good 2 seconds. So you can basically do whatever you want.
Okay.
So I feel I'm the best right now with Kung Lao.
Really? That's cool.
All right.
So normally you have a couple of characters, right? So Kung Lao's your best right now.
Right now.
Who are your other two characters that you like using?
My other two, I would have to go with Noob Saibot. For sure. Noob Saibot.
Now we got to play tonight or something. Well, after
We'll
you
play.
get off work.
Yeah, I get off at like 10:30.
If Theo Leo's up.
Oh, he'll be up.
Yeah, no, we were playing the other night, and Joaquin and a team were doing some craziness with Noob Saibot. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's the so Kung Lao, Noob Saibot, and what's your
Liu Kang.
Liu Kang? Damn, so you went old school. Okay. So I think you said you're the best with Kung Lao.
Right now.
And then okay. All right, Lao. What are your best characters? I mean, if you want to stick to like the new Mortal Kombat, if you want to go back to Mortal Kombat 2, whatever you want to do, like what do you think your top 3 characters?
Well, first we can go ahead and say that first Mortal Kombat game is trash, because it is. The very first one. Just try to play that game right now if you can access it anywhere. It sucks. Anyway, but Mortal Kombat 2, like you were talking about, Kitana.
Yeah.
I was pretty good with Kitana. So you almost always, go back and use we got to stick to, if you don't know the game at all, it's like, we got to stick to Kitana fundamentals here.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, stick to the basics.
If the game is too crazy and you haven't caught up yet, you don't know what you're doing. So Kitana's always been a favorite.
Yeah.
And Mortal Kombat 3, now I'm just going to say the ones where I was dominant with. Mortal Kombat 2 was Kitana. Mortal Kombat 3 was Nightwolf.
Nightwolf was a great character.
Because he had the, he had his tomahawk, and he had his like little slide, and then he would deflect projectiles.
Yeah.
So he was a great foil for people that like Sub-Zero.
Yeah, the force field he would use.
Yeah, you would deflect the ice back to Sub-Zero and freeze him.
Yeah.
So he was a good character, had good defense, good offense. So Nightwolf, Kitana, I stuck with those two. Because then it starts to get a little, some of those games in the middle, I wasn't messing with Mortal Kombat 4 and a lot of others. We don't have to go into all that.
No.
But beyond those two, I guess, Liu Kang's always a good, I guess we're all using legacy characters. I guess that's what we're rolling with. But if I had to pick somebody new that wasn't a legacy character, maybe like Ermac. Always liked Ermac since, I don't know when he showed up, but Mortal Kombat 9
was X.
was pretty good with him. And then I was even using him in the new game here recently.
Is there a character you're like, man, I wish I would, because I've seen the scene play with most of the characters and he's really good with most of them. But is there a character that you're like, man, I wish I could use this character to its fullest potential? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a bunch of real fun characters. They're like, man, they kind of suck when you meet up with somebody that's really good. You're like, man, I can't use that one.
Yeah.
I got to go back to the basics.
Yeah. You mean on this new game?
No, just any one of them. Like I always like Cyrax. Cyrax I thought was a great character. Like I thought it was a fun character. But if you really want to win, you can't. I mean, you have to be really, really good to be able to potent with Cyrax. But I always liked him. Cyrax and basically Mortal Kombat 2, right? They introduced Cyrax. And
no, that was Mortal Kombat 3.
3, yeah, you're right. 3. And what was the other one?
Cyrax and Sector.
Yeah, Sector. There, yeah. I mean, those were like really cool when they introduced them. And I was always like, man, I kind of wish I'd brush up on those, but I never really did. Yeah, those are the characters that I kind of like. So your top ones were, you said, Nightwolf, Liu Kang, and who else?
Kitana.
Yeah.
And then just for the sake of picking someone newer, Ermac.
So none of y'all picked Scorpion, even though everybody uses Scorpion. So in our family, right, this is, I don't know if I've ever told you, Joaquin, but all of us played, right? All 4 of us played. And the oldest, Cruz, his 2 characters were Scorpion and Reptile. And that was it. Like, right? Did he use anyone else?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Tio Pancho, right, was Raiden, Liu Kang. I mean,
Melina also.
Melina, right? I would use Sub-Zero, Katana, and man, I really like using Cabal, and I don't know why they got rid of him. You know what I'm saying?
He's in the new game, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's no, not in the new one, right? Is he in the latest one, Joaquin?
Cabal? No.
No, he was in the previous
It
one.
was an X.
I was like, man, that character. I was actually Cabal for Halloween one time when we were at A&M. I found a mask that looked just like Cabal's. Then I just had like,
Well, I'm not caught up on the whole story. I don't know what's happening because this is Mortal Kombat 1. We don't got to get into the convoluted timeline of the game and stuff either.
right,
Because I don't know where he's at
yeah,
if he's not in.
and of course, Leo just stated his, which was Night Wolf. He said Ermac was one of the new ones, Katana, and what was the other one?
Liu Kang. Although Kung Lao is a cool character,
Yeah.
Joaquin's right on that. He was always a nice change of pace because he has that kick in the air. You shoot up and he comes at you diagonally.
Yes, yeah.
That's cool.
And then I always thought it was kind of funny, or not even funny, but it's whenever we played against each other, we basically knew what you were gonna do, but you still did it anyway. So it was like attack, and then the other would be block, and then you kind of did your moves in succession, but there was no damage because you knew exactly what the other person was gonna do. It's kind of testing them, making sure they're not, oh shit, I got caught slipping, Like,
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna do that. So, but I think that's the fun part about playing against someone regularly all the time. That I mean, it's very strategic, right? You got to catch them slipping. And it's never something like, it's always something very small that you didn't do, right? You didn't hold block long enough, It's like, and then it's over.
Yeah, that's a weird concept if you're a Street Fighter person, having a block button.
Yeah,
Because if you start to go back and forth, you're like, I'm been playing too much Mortal Kombat. I'm trying to press block.
right.
It's hard to, kick that from one game to the next.
Yeah. Like, Joaquin, do you have like opening moves that you do all the time that you're like, I'm gonna do these moves and test how much you know, and then, or do you just start however it goes?
Yeah, I got opening moves.
Okay.
For Kung Lao.
Well, go ahead. Let's see what you got.
I can't spell that.
Why
Jaime
not?
is trying to bait you into giving up your offense.
No, I mean, people that know are gonna figure it out anyway. Right? So is there a specific move? Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I jump at you right off the get go, and you know that. Leo knows that. Asim definitely knows that. That's just I'm either
That's a
gonna
mistake.
I'm either gonna jump forward or jump back, and it depends on what you're doing, right? And then once I start attacking, I'm just gonna keep attacking until it stops, and then I'm gonna retreat a little bit.
Recently, I've been throwing the hat right off the jump. So then you're more focused on the hat than
Yeah.
me pulling up right now.
Okay. And then you have your simple moves, right? Where you come in with the kick, and then you sweep, and then you uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can always do those moves. And that's what I guess Leo was alluding to. Like, if you don't really know a character, just get one of the old characters and just do simple, your like bread and butter moves.
Yeah.
And that'll get you by most of the time, until you figure out fatalities or combos. When they introduced combos, I was like, oh my God, it's over. Because when somebody gets you up in the air and starts, it's
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The newer games, I don't know where it changed like the gameplay. If you go up in the air, you may never come back down. Somebody knows what they're doing. The jungle combos are crazy on the new Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah. I guess, Leo, if you wanted to go into, I know Street Fighter is more like the rock, paper, scissors stuff, but do you see similarities between the rock, paper, scissors stuff on Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat?
I mean, Mortal Kombat changed over the years, right? Like, I thought what was cool about Mortal Kombat in the early years is it wasn't, Mortal Kombat was different from Street Fighter. The Street Fighter is all, circles, half circles, and a dragon punch is one of the most elaborate things you've ever done when you're the first time you see it. Like, how do I do that? And you got to be real fast.
Right.
Mortal Kombat was always like a back something, back forward something, down something.
Yeah.
It was different. Like the mechanics are different, so it made it a change of pace, like something new that you hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
As the years go on, right now it's kind of becoming more like a. I don't want to say it's like Street Fighter. Like I don't think we'll ever see like a Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter game. It would be crazy. Everyone would buy it, right? But
Yeah, it's a money maker.
exactly. So I don't know if you can make it work because Street Fighter has crossed over with everything.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know. It's weird. It's gonna take me a long time to get used to the new Mortal Kombat games because I jumped back in 9, and that one is one of my favorites. I think it's the best one of these games since they've been making modern Mortal Kombat games. I don't dislike the new one, Mortal Kombat 1. Don't ask why it's called Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. Like, why are we going backwards? Like, just like, give me a timeline. Make it 20 or something, because this resetting is kind of crazy. So Joaquin, whenever you're playing, like, how do you? Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. When I play and I play long enough, my freaking thumb, like the nail part of my thumb, it's like hurts for the rest of the week. When you're playing, like, because you play a lot more than I do now, right? Do you still, does your freaking thumb nail hurt?
I don't really use like the top of my finger. I use like the bridge right in the middle so I can hook them.
Okay.
It gives me better grip. So my finger doesn't really hurt.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, got a veteran, dog. They don't even. It's all calloused over. And which version do you like the best out of the Mortal Kombat that we do have? I think we have like 4, maybe.
I'd have to choose X.
X. Is that the most current one, or is that the one before?
That's the one before 1. Like that's the one we used to play. That one had Cabal.
Oh, okay. All right.
That might have been when they first started cameo characters, like
the 2. No, that wasn't it.
No.
Oh, okay.
The guest characters or whatever.
The DLC ones with there you go. With Jason.
Right. And do you like the new characters like that? Do you? Because I know they had Rambo and
in X or in 1.
No, I'm just saying new characters in general, like RoboCop, Spawn. Do you like those as part of the gaming?
I mean they're cool, like they're fun, but they just suck. Like you can't win with those. Like
which one had Predator and the what's the aliens? The Xenomorph.
That was X.
That was cool.
Yeah, but Spawn was slow. Spawn was really slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he was too heavy. And then same thing with Rambo. Like you really couldn't do anything with Rambo.
Yeah. And then the one you were playing with the other day, Ghostface.
No,
he's terrible.
No.
He's crawling around on the ground and it's just lumbering, cumbersome. He's just kind of like, what?
I feel like you have to know his combos rather. Like you have to be good with him because he's honestly slow too. All the new characters are really slow.
And which one is the one that's ridiculously strong? The
Omni-Man?
Yeah, that's crap.
Yeah, that's my new favorite. My new favorite DLC.
Yeah, that's crap.
It's just flying at you.
Yeah, that's just, come on, man.
And who's the other dude?
Homelander?
From The Boys, Homelander.
Yeah.
I haven't used Homelander. I've yet to use Homelander.
Not as good as Omni-Man, but same, concept, like Superman on your old games that you were talking about.
Yeah.
Did that Terminator character release yet? Diolo?
Yeah, he's out. And then Conan, which is I was just telling you before.
Yeah.
I was just telling you before we were rolling. He's just Tusk from the old Killer Instinct game, which is cool.
Yeah, Tusk he was hard to fight against because the freaking sword is like half the screen. So I mean, it's like, man, I can't do anything.
It's like Jade. It's like Jade and X.
Jade. Love Jade. That was one of my new favorite characters. Yeah.
She was cheating.
The staff, right?
With the staff, you could uppercut across the screen. Just creep up and uppercut. That's what you used to do. every time.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Joaquin had this thing with Baraka where that dude would just came with kicks at you, and I'm like, come on, man. It was kind of like if you got caught slipping, he'd got you pretty good. So then I started using Jade, so I had way longer reach. You know,
Mhm.
so
I would just do the blade spark.
yeah,
The
Yeah,
blade
and
spark
then
times two.
yeah.
That
He
work
would just
every time.
keep sending the blade sparks, and it would take like 20% every time. It's like, come on.
Because you block the first one and then I send the next one. So it always worked, and then I would creep up with the kick. But you always had that uppercut. It was just annoying because I
Yeah.
knew you were
Well-
gonna do it.
Jaime,
Yeah,
aside from, I just realized I've never beat up a father and a son. So I put that on my resume. Both of y'all. So at what point do you
Joaquin.
stop? At what
Bucket
point do you
list.
stop letting Joaquin learn the game, and you're like, okay, now we're gonna play for real? Because that happens, right? You know?
Yeah, well, I think at the beginning when we first started playing, it was just kind of like, I would, you don't go hard, right? You just you just do the basics, and you try to teach them how to play. I never go super easy on them because I don't think that's right either. Like you should give
Yeah.
some kind of effort so that they can like work up to it, right? But I think maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, I was like, okay, let's go. And then he started getting better, right? And then when we went to go visit you, and it was you and Asim, and then I think his knowledge kind of exponentially grew that night because we played all
Yeah.
night. And I think when you go through that kind of that hazing session, you
No, because at one point that night, Joaquin was playing you with one hand, and he was on social media taking selfies, beating you, and you didn't even notice. And then you saw him doing that, and then it ramped up the competition for a second.
yeah, because he started feeling himself, and I'm like, I'm just playing, like, we're having a good time here. Hey, we're kissing and hugging, like in Goodfellas. Next time you act like a jerk, Then I was like, oh, okay, it's like that. Now I'm, I'm gonna let's go all out, and then it was over. But every once in a while, right? As the older brother, as the dad, you gotta show him every once in a while. Okay, you know what? You're not that good. You know what I'm saying? It's you just gotta ramp up for those 15, 20 minutes of good ass whoopings, and then you kind of let it go. You're like, okay,
Because
learn some more.
I got to tell you, Joaquin, they didn't take it easy on me. It was like, you suck at this game, and we're going to show you why you suck. So when people ask me, like, because you know your dad, he's super competitive. People ask me if I'm competitive. No, I just don't want to see Jaime win.
Love's full of crap.
No,
He's
'cause-
competitive as well.
When he wins, he gets cocky about it. It's like he talks about it to the next morning.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, do you hear
It's the
this?
next morning.
Do you hear this? Like the cockiest kid. Like you just said it. He's taking selfies, and I'm just kind of having a good time, right? And then I was like, oh, okay. And then we're gonna play for real. Like, this is the cockiest kid you're ever gonna meet. Talking about I'm cocky. Like, come on, man.
I get it from you.
And that night we were playing Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. We were playing Tekken. We were playing just
What was,
name it.
yeah, what was the other game? The one with no. The one we played the other night. The one Asim has, it's like Warrior, whatever, Combat Warrior, whatever it is.
Oh, King of Fighters.
King of Fighters. There you go. Where you
That's
got
a cool
all
game.
these freaking. I was like, okay, this dude's Ken right here. I'm just gonna use
exactly.
him. You just got to find the Street Fighter counterpart, and then you're good. But until you do that, it's kind of
Yeah, I
It's
don't
all the
understand that game.
no. It's like
It's all the SNK characters, and no, it's a great game. It's King of Fighters 15, so we're a little late into the last cycle of those games.
yeah, but I don't know. It's a fun time. Like we played a couple months ago. I think you called us. I was like, everybody's on. Let's go. Now
Yeah.
I will say, I don't know how we weren't able to, Joaquin and I here at our house, be online with you and Asim and Rogelio or whatever brother was with us. Like, why can't we do that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
What do you mean?
well,
We have 2 consoles. That's why we're already logged into one account.
I know, but I'm saying like you and I couldn't be there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What do you mean?
Oh, it's because the like online mode in Mortal Kombat is just kind of sucks.
it's a single user.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like you and I couldn't. We had to pass the remote or pass the stick, right? Like you and I couldn't be playing against each other while they're joined it. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that kind of sucked. And
I mean, we could just screen share, but
yeah, I guess so. That means we just have to buy
That's why-
another console.
they'll set up.
That's why Street Fighter 6 has a real cool game hub where you're walking around as your like character
Yeah.
and you're in an arcade. I think have we all played
No.
Street Fighter? So you're walking around, you can find a room or create a room and you're just walking around this arcade and you can play other Capcom games in the arcade and then you go to the cabinet or whatever and you both sit there and then you enter and then the third player can just watch while y'all are playing. It's like the virtual version of I Got Next, what you were talking about with
Yeah.
my quarter or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
Okay. So, all right. So we talked about, the kind of the inception of Mortal Kombat, the different consoles, favorite characters, beginning moves. What was like? At what point, Joaquin, did you go? Okay, I'm getting pretty good now. Like at what point did you feel like okay, I can pretty much match up against most people? There's people that are just elite,
They have tournaments for those people.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, how good do you think you are right now?
On a scale of 1 to 10.
On the scale of 1 to 10, do you think you can match up with? I'm not talking about those crazy people that's all they do. I'm talking about just your run of the mill people that play the game. Where do you think you stack up?
I feel like I could put myself at a 7.
Okay.
I'm not really at like an 8 or a 9 like Asim is right now, but
Asim is pretty next level. Like I remember playing against Asim when we were in college, which was like 30 years ago. I guess. Damn near 30 years ago. Yeah, it's 94 when I met him. And man, when we played a couple of years ago, I was like, Asim is advanced to like just some crazy level. Like it's like, damn. I was like, it was pretty eye opening because I don't remember him being like super like just 5 levels ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it just, but some people do that. Some people are that good. And plus, I quit playing Mortal Kombat somewhere in 2000, and then we picked it up with I guess whenever the one that you remember. That's when we went and bought it again, and then now we're starting to play it again. So it's one of those things. But Lel, when did you like? Okay, I'm straight. Like I can match up against anybody.
I was somewhere in the arcade, making the rounds in the arcade. Mortal Kombat 2. There was dudes that would be at the arcade every weekend.
Yep.
They were just there to flex, right? And it was like, if you could beat that dude,
Yeah.
So I've had that moment on Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3. And then I turned into that person. Like I would go to try to bully people around, and all I need is 50 cents, and I'll be good for the whole day or whatever. Talking smack like that.
Yeah.
Pancho always tells the story how we were at the movies. I think we were actually going to the movies this time.
Yeah.
So we, let's go play some Mortal Kombat 3 while we're waiting or whatever. And there was this dude who was good, and he was the one that was schooling people. And it's like, all right, let's go assess the situation here. So I put my quarter down, and then I was using Nightwolf, and he's Sub-Zero, which I just I said earlier that's the perfect foil for Sub-Zero.
Right.
And so his buddy was telling me no, watch out because he's doing blah 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 and he's doing this. And a bunch of this might just be hyperbole on this part. Like I beat the dude and he punches the screen. He's like, nobody beats me.
You know what? I remember going those times, and the dude that was there was one guy like you're saying that was really good, but I remember that dude looking old, like he was like in his 30s.
Yeah.
And we were like, what, 18, 17? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was like 13, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, what is this old guy doing here? Like, go somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
that you have to go pick up your social security check. Like,
Right.
and now we're the old, we're the old.
Yeah, exactly. No, we are that guy. But yeah, it was around that. Mortal Kombat 2 and 3 in the arcades, and then once you could get it on a home console, and that was really the death of the arcade. But at that point, it was like, all right, I wasn't playing tournaments or anything because I don't know how that would have gone. But at that point, I was like, I can hang.
Yeah.
But this was a long time ago.
Joaquin?
I don't think I can play these new ones without all that well. It takes some practice.
Yeah, Joaquin, do you have like the one game that you played, like that you felt that you played to perfection? You know, one time like you came out like, yeah, that was my best effort right there.
Like against y'all?
Yeah, or just against anyone, but mostly against us because that's who you play against.
Probably that night when we made Asim buy all the DLC packs.
I don't know if we made Asim do anything.
Asim wanted to.
We suggested he just needed a little nudge.
We were like, he wanted to. You can see it on his face. Probably that.
And then even now he'll say like, "Let's play the game that y'all made me buy."
Yeah, he did.
He was hyping it up, so we hyped it up too.
Yeah. And I think it was cool. Like back in the day, you would pack up your whole system. Like I would pack it up and go home when we were in college, right? And you take it everywhere. Just about. You're like, all right, let's hook up the game.
Yeah. Or Will Smith's famous saying like, "Hook up the game. You went to college."
Yeah, you went to come on, college boy.
Like, yeah, I majored in consoles.
Yeah, my major was in consoles. All right, Joaquin, what else you got on Mortal Kombat and or game playing? Any tips for beginners? Anything that you would say, hey, if you're starting out playing Mortal Kombat, this is what I suggest.
If you're starting out on Mortal Kombat, I would suggest playing the towers first. Like
Really?
practice, play the towers, and set like the what's it called? The hard setting.
Uh-huh.
Put the hard setting on, and you'll learn. You'll learn fast.
Really?
Play the towers, do practice, and you'll learn.
Yeah.
That's why I love playing against people that are better than me,
Yeah.
so I can see what they do.
Yeah. Yeah. I think whenever Lel was talking about walking up to that dude, I don't think anytime we walked up to somebody that's just sitting there has a line behind them, I don't think you automatically just jump in. I think you just kind of sit there and watch him a little bit, see what he does, how good is he? Because then, if you need to bring your A game. But it's always good to play against people that are a lot better. They know certain things. And especially like, that's why when I kind of enjoyed watching you play with Asim, because Asim was actually coaching. I was like, damn, Asim's giving up some trade secrets and stuff here.
Yeah. Jaime was taking notes in the corner.
Yeah, I was like, I was secretly videotaping him and shit. Trying to recreate it as my own material. It's like,
yeah.
Catch me next time for more tips on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, exactly. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe and hit that notification. Anything else you got on Mortal Kombat?
No, that's
sure?
like I said, just play the towers. It's better playing the towers because it's against like computer.
Yeah.
Rather than like going straight online, because going straight online, like they're gonna talk.
Yeah.
And they're gonna ruin it. So play the towers first, and then once you're comfortable winning on the towers consecutively, then get online.
What about beverages? Do you sit there with the Red Bull or with a Monster and
Root beer.
root beer? Oh my god. That's what gets you going?
Yep.
What if you're on we used to play for hours on end. Like I'm talking about 10 hours was never, that was kind of the minimum on weekends that we played. And when you play with your buddies, do they play Mortal Kombat?
No.
None of them.
No. Zach plays NCAA.
Okay.
I was about to buy that game too, but
Yeah, that's the one
that's a good one.
Leo wants us to get. So none of them play
Yep.
Mortal Kombat. Really?
yeah.
It's too old school. People are like, what's that? And it's
Yeah.
old.
The big baby is about it. They don't want to play it.
Yeah. Damn. So what are the kids in high school playing now? What's the big
Fortnite.
game? Yeah.
Not
No,
really Fortnite.
No, it's kind of played out
It's-
now.
It's NCAA for sure.
Really?
And then
It's a cool
Call of
game.
Duty, Warzone.
Call of Duty still.
Yeah.
Call of Duty's they've been man, they steadily maintain. It's been a good 10 years that they've just been running with the market. The only thing I don't like about Call of Duty is just the single person shooter type stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just too much running around. I'm like,
I'm like, bring back Command and Conquer.
Command and Conquer was awesome. I don't know if they don't even make it anymore. I lost my copies. I let somebody borrow it and they never gave it back. Duke Nukem was a great game when we were in college.
Yeah.
Because you could connect different computers back before you just had access to the internet and stuff like that. But it was, you go around and just shoot each other. That was it. GoldenEye, remember GoldenEye?
Oh yeah.
That game was awesome.
Most people would say that was like maybe not the first person shooter, but like it's the multiplayer
Yeah.
aspect of it. That's when, because you could play on the Nintendo 64, you could play with 4 people,
Yep. Yeah, that was
and
a
it
good
was,
game.
it was a game changer.
So I'm gonna ask Joaquin when he's gonna get off my PS2 my account. I made him an account like 10 years ago and he's never used it. When are you gonna get off of mine? Because when you go off to college, I'm gonna need my name back, dog.
I'm gonna take the console with me. Theo said he can buy you another one, but I'm gonna take the
Yeah, but I need my account, is what I'm saying. You need to get your own account.
I got all my stuff on your account though.
I'm not giving up my account, man. You need to between now and August, you need to start slowly, merging your stuff on somewhere else because
you've had Heimdall since PS3 days.
I know it's been my what do you call it? What do they call your name? That's been my handle for 30 years, dog. This fool here and I made him an account. There's still an account there existing that you need to go ahead and start
It's
using.
on PS4 though.
Playboy. It's the same account.
It's not good.
All right, so are we gonna do a board approved? Do you have a?
Real quick,
yeah.
Did we get Joaquin's favorite Mortal Kombat game?
Yeah. What was your favorite Mortal Kombat game?
X.
X was good. I
X
liked
is
X.
Because I got introduced to Noob Saibot. So
Yeah, I'm gonna say that one was pretty good. I like the one before this one that we had. The one with
11.
11. I kind of liked. I don't like I think the characters are cool because I think it had Joker on it and all that. Those characters do suck, but yeah, probably X. X is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the one with who's the dude? The Aztec warrior.
Oh, Kotal Khan?
Man, that dude. It's like, what the hell?
It turned into a
panther?
A panther?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that was mine. He was mine, but then he got taken off.
Yeah,
He got booted.
I know. I guess they do that so that they can bring him back at some point. But yeah, I think those two were pretty good. My all-time favorite is probably Mortal Kombat 3, just because the subway. All that stuff. All our different sayings that we would say. You know what I'm saying? Like that just became a part of the game.
Yeah. You'd send somebody through the roof right onto the next level. And it was not Bushwick Bill, but I can take you to that other level.
It's so stupid. Some of the stuff that we would say.
Was that from the Chronic? I don't remember what song it was, but it was
I think it was from the Chronic.
second nature.
But it was just like, I thought it was when they were here. I'm already in San Antonio, been over here like 10, 12 years, and we're playing poker. And one of the other guys was at the table, and he was from Delta, right? And he's like, you ain't rushing. I don't know why you stalling. And I was like,
Yeah.
what the hell? How the hell?
No, that reminded me while I was sitting with all your buddies from all your Spurs fans buddies, and I was like, all right, we're in San Antonio. Might as well see a flock.
Yeah,
Boom.
because I was like, man, we've been using that since 1990. I don't know.
Yeah. But that one was, you ain't Hitler, so you must be Stalin.
Yeah, you ain't hit. You must be Stalin. Yeah, you ain't Russian. Why you keep? Well, no, it's like you're not Stalin. Why you doing all this Russian?
Yeah, what the hell?
Because we'll discuss Madden at some other podcasts, so we can go through those, different sayings and all that stuff that we used to do, and the crazy rules that our oldest brother had that didn't make any sense. But anyway, any last words, Joaquini?
No, I'm good.
So where can we catch you on Mortal Kombat
Tonight
tonight?
at 11:30.
11:30. You got that,
Be there.
Leo?
We'll call you.
Yeah. Heimdog, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we'll call you.
that's soon
I got
to change here in the fall of 2025. I'm gonna need my handle back. All right, board approved. What's the best Mortal Kombat? Joaquin? X. Leo?
I kind of like 2011 Mortal Kombat 9.
Mortal Kombat 9.
That one was cool.
Okay. So we're not gonna agree on which is the best one. But
Yeah.
for the sake of this podcast, I kind of like X2. So there you go. If you can get your hands on Mortal Kombat 3, that's pretty good.
Ultimate. Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate. I think
Yeah.
is the one.
The Ultimate. X is pretty good. This Mortal Kombat 2 was pretty good also.
You can get that in a, what you call it, a arcade 1-up now, like an old cabinet.
Yeah.
I might also think about buying one of those. I don't know why I would do such a thing, but I might do it.
But there you go. I know, like I guess Joaquin let us in that nobody in high school plays it nowadays. This is 2025, but
That's crazy.
it's a great game. Go out there and do a couple fatalities, maybe do a babality, maybe a brutality, friendship, which is like the worst thing that somebody can do to you.
hmm
Man, we should have really talked about fatalities.
We used to do friendship all the time.
No,
Yeah.
the fatalities are just out of control now. Like
I
back in the
know.
day, back in the day, it was just, I'm gonna pull Jax will pull your arms off. It's like
Yeah.
that's cool. And now it's slice you in half. That's cool. Now it's just torture porn. It's like, all right,
It's
that's what we're
crazy.
doing.
Yeah, they like
There's animalities now too.
no. There's always
Oh, yeah.
been, Animality started with what? With 3, maybe.
It was 3.
Yeah.
The ones in 1 is crazy. They're crazy. If you look them up,
Yeah, my favorite one I think out of the Animalities was Sub-Zero because he turned into a polar bear. It's just
Yeah.
you get
And
the bear.
also- We didn't even talk about Jaime that you had to go searching for the fatalities. Those weren't. You didn't know how to do them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, quick story before we end this podcast. When I got to college, this was fall '94, and it's Texas A&M, and there was a building. It was called the Blocker Building, and it just was a computer it was a computer room that the students would use to go. If you didn't have a computer, you'd go to Blocker, and there's a bunch of computers everywhere. And so, somewhere in 94, 95. No, well, I got to college in 92. So somewhere 93 to 94, getting introduced to the internet. Like, the internet wasn't a thing, right? Or at least it wasn't at our house. You go to college, there's this thing called the internet. And they're like, yeah, ask it whatever. And it has tons of information. And the first thing I think I asked it was like, Mortal Kombat fatalities. And it gave me a printout at every single fatality. I was like, print. And one of the first things I did is I mailed it to Leo. I physically put it in an envelope and sent it to him. So we had this manuscript of nothing but fatalities for like the longest time that you'd break out whenever you start playing. So yeah, that's when I knew the internet was the greatest thing ever invented. because you get fatality. Now you can just go to the game and press pause. And Joaquin likes to study before we play all the time.
That's you.
I'm like, man, this ain't no pop quiz. Let's go. It's like, what's a fatality?
Hey, because the win doesn't count if you don't do the fatality.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Yeah, it doesn't count if you don't do a fatality.
And now it's the respect thing. You
Yeah, the respect.
you get zero respect after you just hit a fatality. Is zero.
I totally forgot about that. It's like zero respect.
Yeah.
That don't make no sense, dog.
I remember a scene gave me one respect one time.
One respect.
No respect.
Or whenever they try to do a fatality and it fails, it's like, I blocked your shit. Oh my god. All right. So there you go. Board approved. Mortal Kombat's a great game. Thank you guys. Joaquin, I'm gonna need you to come with a little bit more next time. You've been a little too quiet. All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and you'd like to help support the podcast, please share it with others, post about it on your social media, and or leave a rating and review. To catch all the latest from us, you can follow us on Instagram and X. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.